Welcome to another Cup of Capo. Now today's Cup of Capo has to do with creating your own path in life, but it's got a second reason. It's a tribute to Steve Jobs. Today is October 5th, 2011, and today, unfortunately, we lost a creative genius. Now, for those who don't know about Steve Jobs' life, he was the co-founder, I think everybody knows this, and CEO of Apple Computers. He was born February 24th in 1955 to two university students who gave him up for adoption. So right there you would think he started with a hard life. But Clara and Paul Jobs adopted him, and his father would teach him things in the garage, and he learned to get a love of electronics and engineering from his father. Now, Jobs was a prankster in the 4th grade, and his teacher didn't know what to do with him, but when they tested him, he was so smart that they actually wanted to skip him all the ways to high school. But his parents said, no, we should just let him run the natural course. So when he finally did enter high school, though, he used to hang out a lot at Hewlett-Packard, and he met up with computer club guru Stephen Wozniak. Well, when they went to college, he started, after 6 months, Steve dropped out of college. He worked for Atari for a while in 1974, and then he decided that he needed spiritual enlightenment, so he went off to India to try to find himself. In 1976, at just the tender age of 21, he started Apple Computer in his family garage, as everybody knows. He believed in his dream so much that he sold his Volkswagen, and Steve sold his scientific calculator. Then they built up the company, and everybody knew who Apple Computer was. He took these mass computers and made them friendly so the average person could have it. But then, after a while, the computers went down. In 1985, he resigned from Apple as the CEO. You know what he did then? He went on and purchased Pixar Animation Studios. You know, the one that produced Toy Story? He made that a success. And then in 1977, he went back to Apple. And what did he do? He started at one time, he reinvented Apple. He created the iPod, the iPhone, the MacBook Air, the iPod. And always in his signature black turtleneck and his blue jeans at the Macworld conferences, for 11 years he would introduce to the world his creative genius and his creative products. Then unfortunately in March in 2003 he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And luckily, he had a form that was operable. They operated him, and the world did not know about this to 2004. And they had surgery, and he told the world that the tumor was extracted. He didn't even need chemo or radiation. But unfortunately, the cancer, after a while, got the best of him. And he took medical leave. But just this March alone, in 2011, he came out of medical leave and he presented to the world his new version of the iPad tablet. Unfortunately, today we have lost this creative genius. 1955, 2011. He has a quote that he said that I'd like to read to you, and this signifies, I believe, his whole philosophy of life. He said, "Our time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of other people's opinion drown out your own inner voice." Steve Jobs never let anything drown out his own inner voice, and because of that, the world will forever know his creative genius. Fran Capo. Rest in peace.